Yeah. Jay on the segue here. So check this out. Today's video, we're gonna talk about this. I'm gonna show you how to use this Ulanzi kit. Give you guys some basic information on this A20 setup and how to use it. Stick around. So Ulanzi have put together quite the kit here. Pardon the motorcycle noises in the background. Everybody's kind of getting them in some before weather gets a little too cold. So the Ulanzi kit's going to come with obviously the the receiver, two transmitters, aka two microphones, with a charging case. Each of these are 11 grams. All three parts are 11 grams. From the receiver to the two transmitters. The case is about 65 grams itself by itself without the other three components in it. It's going to come with these attachable face plates. So what you do with the face plates are they just snap on, and they only snap on to the microphone. There is none for the receiver, you guys can see. And just snap it on just like that. But it comes with two magnets as well. These two magnets are attached to each other. You can kind of peel them apart. They have this little silicone plastic piece in the middle just so you can keep them separate, but you can use these to snap them onto your shirt if you want to take one of these microphones and clip it to a talent. You can put one of these magnets on the inside of the shirt and have the microphone on the outside. Now, me personally, I like to have these microphones inside of my shirt. I like the concealment of them. You do not have to use them with the faceplate. As you can see, there's no plate on it because if you look at the body, you see it's got the inconsistency with the look. So if you snap one of the plates on, then this is how it looks like a little nugget or something. Now when it comes to these faceplates, somebody may ask, well, will they fit inside of the case with the faceplate installed? You guys just seen I just put the faceplate on. Absolutely. The color codes as far as battery life goes is going to be the same reading throughout the entire wireless kit, from the receiver to two transmitters and the charging case. You look for these lights and they'll tell you as follows. Something I want to show you guys is this thing comes with a USB-C to 3.5mm cable. I'm going to show you guys in another video how to actually use this. You also have a USB to USB-C cable, and I will also show you guys how to use this. This is basically only to be used with a computer that doesn't have a USB-C plug. You can just use the regular USB and then plug the USB-C end into the receiver, and the receiver will automatically receive from either microphones or both microphones at the same time. You also get two wind socks. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys how to install the wind socks. It's very easy. You can install the wind socks with the cover. Like I told you guys, you can change this little case cover to either white or black according to what comes in the packaging. You can put this on with it. So you want to find the side of the windsock that has the material showing, the inside material. You guys can see that. You lay it down, you take this microphone, you push it on top of it, and you basically glove this windsock over the microphone until it only looks like this. When you only see the clip in the back, which by the way, this is a little clip you can clip onto your shirt. Me personally, I like to use magnets, put it inside of my shirt, and then or have the magnets, like if you're wearing an undershirt and then an overshirt, me personally, I like to clip this into the undershirt. That way you don't see any of this stuff showing while recording your videos. Oh my goodness, my stuff is flying away. These microphones cannot be left inside of the case. You can't close the case with the windsock on. It's just too big. So I like to keep these little Ziploc baggies around, and I'll put the windsock inside the Ziploc bags when I'm not using them. You guys with Apple products, you will be able to have this USB-C to Apple Lightning cable adapter. You guys can see this thing is for when you guys want to plug this into your Apple devices, like let's say an iPad, or if you guys are using an iPhone, which by the way, this thing works with a slew of devices. Every single device I have, from cameras to action cameras to 360 cameras to my cell phone, to my iPad, to my tablet. This whole system, this whole kit you get with Ulanzi works with any of that stuff. You don't have to buy anything extra unless you want to use this with a phone that has a large case on it. Then if you're using Android, you see the receiver has a USB-C plug in it. This might not be long enough, that's what she said. This might not be long enough to go into your Android tablet or cell phone if you have one of those larger cases on it, because it's just not enough length. So there's an adapter that I'm going to put right there on the screen. That's going to be a USB-C male to USB-C female adapter plug, and that will give you an extra, that'll give you extra length. It's like an extendo to your USB-C, so that you guys can plug this into your cell phone. Now, if you guys look at the back of the receiver, this is a cold shoe mount sized clip on the back of this receiver, and I'll show you guys how that looks. Now, if you guys are new to cameras and stuff like that, all cold shoe mounts are the same size. That is a universal standard size. The microphones themselves are not able to clip on or into any cold shoe mounts. Okay, as you guys can see, it isn't long enough or wide enough. So not what she said. Now you have the receiver here. Okay, the receiver, you can see by the clip, it goes into any cold shoe mount. This is a GoPro inside of a media mod. It slides into the, and it's nice and tight too, by the way. That's what she said. Same thing with the side cold shoe mount. Again, all cold shoe mounts are a universal size. None are bigger or smaller than the other, and that goes for hot shoe mounts as well. So it will clip onto any camera that has a cold shoe mount. So, your Sony cameras, your Nikons, your Canyons, if you're going to use them for recording and you want to plug this thing into it, for that type of stuff, you would just plug the USB-C. Always plug the USB-C plug into the receiver if you want to use this with any other camera that's going to need a 3.5 millimeter end. Then the 3.5 millimeter end, like with this GoPro, you'd find the 3.5 millimeter port right there. You plug it in and you get audio. And I'll just show you guys real quick. I'm not going to show you all the cameras and how they work. That's going to be in a separate video because it'll make this video way too long. But as you guys can see there on the bottom, there's some microphone input. I'm going to grab the mic. Now check that green bar on the bottom. Okay, and the cool thing I like about this Ulanzi A20 kit is you can turn the volume up and noise cancellation up on this. How do you do that? Well, the instructions in that pamphlet, by the way, will show this to you, but if you do a short press, you're looking at the LEDs. The blue LEDs, when it's in this format, if you guys look at the actual microphone kit, these microphones are going to be on and recording sound if they're in the case with the case open. This receiver will tell you, and that means the microphones are on standby, but they're not connected. When there's a solid blue light, that means the microphones are connected and they are recording. So I open up the case, those two flashing blue lights will turn solid, and then on the microphones they're a solid green, letting you know, hey, we're recording, we're live. Now if you single press the record button, the volume button, that's the highest volume level. I'm gonna press it, that's the lowest, medium, highest volume level. I would turn the volume down on all your action cameras or whatever camera you plug this into. I would turn the volume down, the gain as low as possible, and then use this microphone, use this receiver for the audio to figure out how loud you want your audio to be. So you're gonna have to do some test hit. And it's the same thing with the noise canceling, which is on your right hand side. You press it once, that's 2 levels of noise canceling. You press it 3 times, that's the highest level of noise canceling. I usually don't recommend it because your audio can start to sound a little digitalized when you run high noise canceling settings. I think if you put the microphones inside the windsock and put the windsock inside of your shirt, you shouldn't have any issues. But in order to turn the noise canceling completely off, you would hold down this button for 3 seconds and all of those lights should flash. Sky blue lights. 3 times. That means the noise canceling is off. To turn it back on, you gotta hold this button down for 3 seconds, and then it'll be back to the first level. Okay, now when I single press it, you'll know it's on because when I just press it once, there you go, that's on. When it's doing this, you know it's on. Hold it down to turn it off, If you're going to use this microphone in a windsock and then have the microphone while it's in the windsock inside your shirt, you really don't need noise canceling, and that's one less thing to ruin your audio potentially. Now the microphone, you can mute the microphones, all right? Whichever microphone is active, I'm going to take this one microphone out. This receiver is going to let you know if it's TX1 or the transmitter 2. I'm going to close the case, and then it's whichever one is still lit up, that's the one that this microphone is. It is transmitter 1. So in order to mute transmitter 1, you hold down the volume button for 3 seconds and it's going to turn red. It's going to let you know which ones are muted. This one's muted. So if you have a talent with this one on and you don't want their audio to be active, you mute their microphone, and then you open the case, and then the second talent, as you guys can see, they're going to be muted as well. So it mutes the whole system. You can't mute each one individually. So there you go, in case somebody's wondering, can you mute them individually? No. To unmute them, hold it down for 3 seconds once again, and there you go. Both transmitters should turn on because they're both in the case is open, and you got the solid blue lights confirming that both transmitters are on. And for the love of good audio, people, please stop having your microphones just showing right here on the clip of your shirt. Put that thing inside. It still sounds good. As you can see, I have mine sitting right in here using the magnetic clips inside of my t-shirt, and it sounds just fine. If you don't need to have your microphone in the video, just take it out of the video. What are you doing? You guys look ridiculous like that. But this is basically everything you get. Everything fits in this pouch. And this pouch right here, guys, it's water resistant, in case somebody was wondering. Everything you see here, from the booklet to all the little components, they all fit in here. Me personally, I like to keep the Ziploc baggies that these things come with, because all the little small things, like especially this iPad adapter or whatever, you want to have somewhere to put it. Oh, that sun is like in the way. You want to have somewhere to put it, and it's not all small and by itself and get lost easily. So right now you guys are actually listening to me with the Ulanzi A30. This is how it sounds. They say it has a 50-meter range. Okay, it takes like 3 hours to charge the case. The case has enough battery capacity to charge the entire system from the transmitter to the receivers 3 full cycles. Obviously, if you don't use the batteries until they're dead on any of these components of this system, it probably had 2 microphones on. Did that sound weird? By the way, both microphones, if both of them are out of the case and they are showing on the receiver that they're both on, they will be recording. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I gotta connect the second one. That all the audio from both microphones will be in your footage, whatever you're recording, no matter what camera you're using, whether it's an action camera, your DSLR camera, your cell phone. As long as both microphones are out of the case, you'll get audio from both of them. So that could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how good you remember things like that. If you need them both or you just need one, make sure you only have whatever microphone you need out of the case. Otherwise, put it in the case. The case also, like I told you guys, have color coding to let you know, hey, you know, this, that, and the third. And also it's USB-C charging. So not too bad. You know, guys, for $50 US, it's really not a bad idea. It's not a bad kit at all. I think it's actually pretty good, and you guys are still listening to me on it. What do you think? You think it's something you can use? Just to, before I put the video out, right? Because it's got to be another video, otherwise this one's going to be too long. I've tried this with my DJI Action 3, 4, and 5. I've tried this with my Insta360 Ace and Ace Pro cameras, my GoPro cameras with the media mod, just any GoPro camera with a media mod, my Sony ZV-1 that you guys are watching me on right now, my iPad Mini 4. It doesn't matter which iPad, whether you have USB-C iPads or iPhones or anything with a lightning cable. Like I told you guys, it comes with this lightning cable adapter, USB-C to lightning. So, you know, in case I need to reiterate, the receiver is on the plug up to this camera right here. This stuff is extremely light. It is not waterproof, so do not get it in water. I'm pretty sure if you are like out on a foggy day, it might be okay. You can try it at your own risk. I typically like to get microphone kits in general that have 2 microphones, because if I'm using this all day for recording, I want to be able to just swap them out. Okay, one microphone is dead, I'm going to put the next one in, etc., etc. this receiver is self-powered, so you don't have to have it plugged in directly, and that's why the 3.5mm part of it with the USB-C end is important, because you guys can just use that if you don't need to have, you know, if you don't need to have a USB-C plug-in for recording. Using USB-C in general, if you plug anything into a USB-C device for audio, you usually get the best audio quality out of that. This thing records 16-bit no matter which mode you're using. That's really all I got. Whoa, 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 what's going on here? Sony, you tripping? Why am I so dark all of a sudden? Okay, you guys can see me. So, something about this adapter, I just noticed it on the adapter, and I'm gonna see if I can get you guys to see it. So this isn't only an adapter you can use with this microphone kit. They have the icons on this adapter letting you know that you can use this adapter for headphone connectivity, powered headphone connectivity, as well as microphone. Like, you know, obviously this is the microphone kit, so you can use this for microphone and for headphones, and headphones that need to be powered by any sort of a USB-C device. You can use this for that. So this is actually a good addition to the microphone kit. I mean, hell, you know. So like I said, everything fits in the bag that it comes with. This bag is water resistant. It has this nice water resistant texture on the outside. You want me to show you? It's dry inside. I tell you what though, I wouldn't leave it outside getting wet, rained on for too long, because it will penetrate. I'm glad I did the test before I told you guys that as an absolute. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I screenshotted some of the pages and put it on in the video for you guys, so you guys can see what the book actually says, in case you're wondering, like, should I get this or not? This thing literally worked with every camera I have, and it is such a small, compact system that is like, it's almost a no-brainer for $50 US, okay, before taxes. Obviously with taxes, it's going to be whatever it's going to be based off your state taxes. But without further ado, guys, that's all I got. Jay on the Segway. See you in the next video. Stay tuned, like and subscribe if you want to see the videos with the sound samples of me having this thing hooked up to various cameras. See you later.